Okay, hello, I'm back. It is once again January 11th. We're playing Void Stranger, decidedly, after the horrible experience that just occurred. Now, I've got something to do before relaunching my game. Let's see, how do I do this? Shift? Nope. Is this even the right thing? Okay, well, when we launch the game, we're gonna get launched directly into the fight. Last we left off was December the 17th, I think, almost a month ago. We're in the final boss battle against Sif. Spoilers, for those who care not to be spoiled. Well, goodbye now. For those who love spoilers, because I'm sure none of you have seen this game before. Void Stranger. It is a Sokoban game. It's a tile-based puzzle game. Lots of fun. Why are you launching Steam? Please stop doing that. Quit. This is where we find out that something changed on my computer over the break, and I can no longer launch the game. Hello. I would like to play the funny video game, please. No. Steam keeps launching when I try to launch Void Stranger, which was not occurring previously. Darkness? Yeah, we got nothing up. Yeah. Just you wait. Just you wait. I don't, something about Alexander Hamilton. Oh, wait, we're in it? I just need Steam to stop launching. Oh my god, get off of my... Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Okay, I gotta get this up real quick. Bam, Void Stranger, go. What? What? Oh no. Oh, okay, I remember. Get off of my screen. I remember why this is happening. Okay, don't even worry about it. I've got a slight issue. I hope it doesn't matter too much. Okay, saved. Unbelievably saved. Game, bam, Wood Stranger, go. We're on a very strange resolution here. I've just gotta, like, cop it a couple times, I think, while I fix this. Don't even worry about it. New center, please. How am I still alive? It is unbelievably loud. Let's turn you down. And then turn you down for me as well. Okay, bam, tab in. I gotta move the window. Okay. Oh, how do we play this godforsaken game? Oh. Oh god. Okay, again, I haven't touched this game for a month. Bullish. Okay, so I've got to dump 15, and then the rest. Up to 28, so it's 15 and then 13. Silly. I don't know why there's one pile up. Ah! You guys, the game is frozen. Ah. I was gonna say you guys can't hear anything, and then I looked over and saw that you guys can't see anything either. Ah! Okay, recollection is occurring. I can step down. Left, left, right, left, cross, straight bottom. Not great for a guy like me. Yeah. Oh, of course, yes, I forgot the defense unit. This one's kind of annoying. This takes up a ton of time. Okay. That's 15. Okay. That's full phase. I just gotta lock in. Fuck. Oh, that was so stupid. That was the perfect opportunity for me to phase. What am I doing? Oh. What am I doing? Oh. What? This is not good. Alright, we got Laserface because I held for too long. This one's doable. Oh fuck, I can't step up there. I was safe in my tile. Bad idea. Wah. What? Why are we phasing here? I'm not sure why that happened. Oh, fuck.
Messy, messy, messy.
I don't like this. Ah. Okay, that's hour 15. Was it phasing there? Go. I was just hoping I wouldn't get tagged. What? Hello, Eva. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry to have neglected the greeting. What do we do? What do we do? Oh, what am I doing? Oh, there was one more bounce. Thought we were done. Oh, have fun. Festival. Don't worry, I won't be here long either. I'm pretty sure I did the exact same sequence of movements last time, and I died for it. So what gives? Straight across the bottom. I gotta be over here. Shoot. It's our 15. Oh yes, that's what I meant. I will beat it very quickly. Oh, read. Hello, Bragg. Thank you. Trying to remember, I haven't had to do that pattern yet today. Oops, didn't move. There is a sequence to the movement, or like a movement pattern that I locked into last time that I don't recall anymore. No, I knew that was the title that was gonna pop. Two deaths. Ha ha ha. I could have stepped up. Ah! Wah! Wah! Ah. Never seen that one before. My knuckles are, like, stiff from how cold my room is. I've, gotten myself trapped. I've got an issue where I mention it, like, every stream. My room gets extremely hot. And this doesn't happen naturally during the winter, but during the summer, it just gets extremely hot. During the winter, however, the rest of my house gets extremely cold in comparison, so the thermostat is set to a comfortable degree that heats up the remainder of the house to said degree. But because my room is already too hot, it gets extremely hot. So to remedy this, I've closed the vents in my room, but now it's just like cold, which is totally fine for a guy like me, except when I need to be playing video games, which is a moment such as this. Can you tell? I'm no longer like autopiloting the fight. I actually gotta think. My ability to speak is at an all-time low. I didn't think it could get much worse, but I might have been able to step up there. It looked like there was a small gap. Nope. I'm struggling on the first 15, which is not good. I'm trying to remember what the timing was for that. It was like step all the way right, and then on the audio cue, start moving back left or something. No, I got greedy because that would have been good. Would have been good timing. I don't know how hard I want to lock back into this, or if we're just going to do it passively. No. Like, do I want the next 10 streams to be Void Stranger, or do I just want to, like, play it once a week when I'm feeling like it? I'm not sure. What's the objective? Hello, creaturing around. Very good name. The objective is to kill the boss. That big four-eyed fellow in front of me is named Fuck. And, they are the Wink final boss in the game. And I've got to pick up the tiles on the ground that are lightly outlined. There are, what did we decide, 36 of them? I've got to pick them up, limiting my field of play, and slam 28 of them into the boss. That will skip phase 2 for me. This here is phase 1. There are a set amount of attack patterns that it has. Phase 2 triggers at 16 hits. That's 13, 14, 15. So we stop right before the 16th hit, so that we don't put it into phase 2, which is a souped up phase 1. When we store up enough tiles to do enough damage to go through. This is bad. Yeah, so because I had a break in my damage there, the eye charging up was the start of phase 2, where it heals a bit of health. But if it doesn't have the opportunity to go to phase 2, it doesn't get the opportunity to heal either, so we skip it and go to phase 3. Sorry, that was maybe a bit more than you were asking for. The objective is to kill the boss by slamming tiles into it. The pattern that I'm going for is 15 hits, then 13 hits. Hello Jin, hello Ely. Yeah, cool mechanics indeed. If you are at all familiar with the remainder of the Void Stranger game, it is not altogether like this. It is a puzzle game. This is very unique compared to the remainder. Ah, shoot. I would strongly recommend great music, great puzzles, great time, great lore, great artwork. Ah! Where are we headed? Okay. Typically the game is like most... What is this? I don't even remember this one. Oh, yes I do. The game is mostly tick-based, like most, tile-based puzzle games are. I guess, like the game only moves when you move, so you have time to assess what's going on. But this is a marked departure from that system. I just picked up 2, right? Shoot, didn't matter. So you get to, like, the end of the game here after many trials, tribulations, and secret discoveries. You go through a couple boss fights which abide generally by the mechanics of the base game, and then this guy shows up, requests, meta admin privileges, and then is able to move off of the grid system that we are locked into. It's pretty sick. Good friend the other, well, a couple weeks ago now, said that this boss reminds them of Shadow the Hedgehog. And it angered me. This is a bad time to have encountered that phase. I'm lucky. So, the goal at the moment is to get lucky. I've spent many hours on this boss fight, albeit it was some time ago now. Some of it slow at the moment. The goal is to... I don't remember. What was I saying? The goal is to kill this thing, I guess, is the crux of it. That's probably gonna hit me. No, greed. Oh, right, the goal is to get lucky. The attack pattern that it chooses to use is random, and some of the attack patterns, like this one, have a random spread on the ability as well. So we've just gotta get lucky, honestly, and also not throw away the opportunity when we do inevitably get lucky. It's like, this is a very good attack pattern to have rolled, because I can attack the boss while it's doing the attack. Assuming I don't, again, waste the opportunity. But the one that it picks is pretty much random. You can see the left one is charging up an attack right now, so they do cycle, and the different guys have their own attacks that they can launch. But I have not gone as far as to memorize which one can launch which attacks. So this will phase, unfortunately. Because there was a break in my attacks, it has the opportunity to switch. So I'm just going to deal as much damage as I can. I'm safe in the standing position that I'm in. And now you can see these are the phase 2 attacks. They are phase 1 attacks, but doubled up for the most part. And as I mentioned, it heals back a portion of the damage that you deal over 16. It's like the damage that you deal while it's phasing. Oh, what am I doing? I think I hit it twice. Uh-oh, welcome back. Oops. Super Len did not turn out. I can see my overlay still a bit scuffed. Unfortunately, there is no pause button in this game. And it was not cooperating, so. I guess I could quit out of the game. I'm dead. Am I winning? Yeah. Dead. No, I'm not winning, unfortunately. The other part that I have not yet gotten around to mentioning is, while I have infinite lives, I've got to restart the boss fight every time I die. There is no checkpoint between phases, and phase 3 is freaking impossible. Also a good time to mention, if you are at all photosensitive and have not already left, phase 3 is killer. So if we end up getting there today, apologies. The amount of strobing is painful. Yep, that's it. It is painful. I would not consider myself photosensitive, but it's hard to look at. Okay, I kind of messed up my platform here, but that's okay. What does it even matter? Oops. Okay, crossing bottom to start is not great. I've got to chill here. I think I hit him twice before. Eek. that's not good. Stop crossing bottom to end, please. Oh, it does not cross bottom to end? Hey. Yes. Yep. I could have stepped back there. Or wing stalled, I guess. Take my chip. That's 9. I'm holding 15. I hope. Oh, I didn't count. Okay. Got lucky. Okay, this may be okay. No! That was the 13th hit. A bot in this category? Alright, whatever. Don't click that. Whoa. Man, the bots aren't even good anymore. It's not a full link. And absolutely no one is removing the space. Sorry, Mr. Ministerial Chip. This is doable. Not for a guy like me, though. What? Did I die to the spin? Me when I'm in a Beyblade competition, but have amnesia. Ah, wah! Reward. Alright. I'll suck it up to ban the guy. There you go. Yeah. They sure are bypassing the link removal, but like... yeah. Like, surely no one can be fooled for long enough to type the link into their browser and take the space out. Whereas, just clicking on it would have been like feasible for misclicks or whatever, right? Wah. Why is it always that the last tile kills me? I always greed for the last hit, and it always kills me. It could just be that I don't greed in other scenarios that wouldn't be the last tile. So I've got some form of bias. Ever seen a full 28? This is why we don't do a full 28. So by hitting 15, we maximize the amount of playing field space that we have while we collect the remaining 13. Whereas if I pick up all 28 and try to take the time to dump everything, it is almost certain that I'll encounter something that will kill me because I have 8 tiles left to move around on. Wow. What? No, I miscounted on the right. What? I miscounted again. Oh my god. So that's... doesn't matter. It will never matter. I was just, you know, I've got to keep my brain occupied while I'm grinding away at this monotonous task. I was just wondering how good a sheep impression I could do. It wasn't supposed to be out loud. while we are only about 40 minutes into our attempts today, I spent a combined, I think, 15 hours on this boss now. No, I was not paying attention at all. This is not great. We have gotten to phase 3 a grand total of 5 times, I think. They were all very short-lived attempts. Like, that's an average of, if my numbers are correct, an average of 1 attempt every 3 hours. How do you learn a phase with that kind of consistency? And it's not like it reuses a single bit of the first 2 phases, so... Unlucky. Oh, freaking...
You freaking freaks.
What? Okay.
Ah!
I cannot be wasting time. This is... fine. This is less fun. I've got all the tiles I need. I could have placed a tile. I didn't count. I need to scratch my eye. There we go. Scratch my eyes out. Not necessary at this point. I've got the entire thing committed to memory, honestly. Could play the entire game off of audio cues alone, I'm sure. I miss the puzzles. Is that a crazy thing to say? Oh, that sucks. Oh, miscounted. Yeah, it was nice when we got to do those. This is ideal. I get to chill. This is bad. I think I can do that pattern on a 3x3. That's 10. That's 15. One. The meme's a bit old at this point, but you guys know the one that's, it's like a how to English TikTok. It's just a man saying, what would you call this creature? And it's like a Halloween version or whatever. And it shows a picture of a werewolf, and then he pauses so that you can answer like Dora. And unlike I think it's called a duet, the other guy is like, the picture of the werewolf comes up and he's like and so. You know that one? I've been thinking about it a lot recently. Was this a puzzle game before the boss? Indeed, yes. This is a puzzle game. There are 4, I think, boss fights in the game. Did I phase it there? I'm not sure. Yes, 4 boss fights in the game. This is the only one that doesn't obey by the game's standard mechanics, in that the game only ticks when you move. But there are, I don't know, like 500-ish unique puzzles to solve. Well, 500 levels. Well, 250 levels that have varying win conditions that you have to solve throughout the game. It is a puzzle game, 100%. Just this boss? Just this boss. Is this not the only one that... Well... For the purposes of our... How might I... So this... I don't know what to say. I can think of a particular one that we've not yet encountered. Oh, I phased it. I was not thinking, evidently. But we fight... for the sword, we fight... Wait, what did... Oh, right, I'm in phase 2. Running while the other guys are shooting. Oh, it's too fast. Fuck. Sorry, mental processing again at an all-time low. You fight for the sword, you fight Mon, you fight B. Is that it? 3 other boss fights? And they all function on the ticks, right? Even B's move when you move. This is fine, we'll just phase 2. Silly. No. I guess what I'm trying to say is, in this genre of the game, that creaturing, if you can imagine what we're doing right now, but without the big thing attacking me, that's like the rest of the game. There are a set of tiles and a staircase that you have to get to at the end of every level. The goal is to get to the staircase without dying to regular creatures. This, I don't know what I'm doing. So, it may just work. Ones which move when you do. Ones which don't move when you do. At least 2 based on this rule. Cutscene turn-based bosses. Oh, I see. I was not... Can you actually beat those, or are they all fixed? I was not considering cutscene bosses. I thought they were purely narrative. I see. Oops. Silly. I see. And are there different, dialogue options? Well, not options. Different, Man, I sure wish I had a functioning brain. Are there different outcomes depending on performance? Oh my god. Goodbye. Kiss. I would assume so, based purely off the attention to detail in other aspects of the game. I would be shocked if there wasn't. Yeah, this game, it's got all sorts of things in it. It is altogether a fantastic game. I would recommend checking it out. If you are a bit understandably daunted by the prospect of whatever this stupid fight turns out to be, it is optional. But I'm stubborn. I would like to beat it for the one extra line of dialogue. Not even for the one extra line of dialogue, for me. This is for me. And I'm very sorry to those who would like to watch more of the game Void Stranger. You'll instead be subjected to this fixed quantity of gameplay. Yeah, it's very understandable. The prospect of defeating it is incredibly compelling to me. Have I hit the boss? I don't even know. What? That answers that. Bad. Good, saved. I stood in the first tile. I did not pay attention. ever punished. Oh, it's so good. Oh, why did I pick up 15? I've wasted time. Okay, okay, phase 3, mind your eyes. I've ruined it. Oh man. Well, I'm satisfied for today, if we get no further. So you see what I mean about getting lucky. We happened to land on a sift pattern. Like on the boss proper attacking us. When it was time for me to hit it with a 13. Now I can probably organize... Oops. Like there is probably a sequence of attack patterns that will lead us to that outcome every time. So long as I don't mess up my placements. But we got a Sif attack pattern that was free, like completely free. I was able to hit the boss without concern for being damaged myself. So I was able to dump the full 13 without worrying about dodging ever. On such a limited platform. Which is ideal. Zap. Bad. Fine. I thought I had one extra tick. Oh. Monster. You see, I've been plagued. I'm altogether fortunate in that I don't watch any TikToks, but there are some that are just so funny that happen to permeate my everyday. Okay, we're on 13. Let's see what we can do. Oh. So it was not hit stun. Oops, I threw it away anyway. If I had waited an extra second or so for it to begin the next attack pattern, it would not have been able to phase, methinks. My former conception was that was not that it was in the process of an attack or charging one up, but that it was in hits done while I was dumping the tiles, which is evidently not the case. Ah. Oh. I wish I could count. Yeah. Oh. Turns out I can't stand still. Before the break, I was playing a bit of Pokemon Showdown, and I think I would like to do more of that. Ah! Ah! See, now, I could stall out another... Like, I could keep my platform large and stall out another 2 patterns, so that I can guarantee a sip attack. This is a bad sip attack. Or I cannot guarantee damage. See, like, I would be forced to move during this pattern. So I can just, like, hang out, I guess. Oh, man. That was a bad pattern coming up anyway. It was a Diamond Storm, I think. But if we saw Sif's hands grab the sides of the stage, it would have been, like, guaranteed. So maybe we'll start doing that instead of trying, just, like, hoping. We'll keep hoping, but we'll try to increase our odds as best we can, regardless of the scenario that we are in once we pick up the 13th tile. It's bad. I could have stepped one up. I didn't think about it. Bad as well. The last bounce of that pattern targets you. So it is not altogether random. You just got to control the angle by paying attention to where the last bounce is coming from. And then standing close to it so you have a wide angle of escape. Ah. What am I doing? I could have moved around a bit more there. It would have been very awkward for later, though. This is looking kind of bad for a guy. Oh, I feel like, what is that random spread? It saved me there, but I'd rather it not have. Oops, oops, oops. Oh, I don't even remember what this attack is. Snowballs. I've only had that attack happen once or twice. I have no idea why it does it. But it is very annoying. I don't even know how many times I hit. Don't really need to be dying on that, like during the phasing, but I don't really want to be there anyway, so I figure I might as well greed during it, as silly as that sounds. Because I've already messed up, I might as well try to make the most of it by being a bit silly. Oh, what am I thinking? See, here again I've messed up, so we just try to pick up as much as we can. Instead of just standing in safety. So I don't think there are very good odds of me doing phase 2 properly. I think we've done it once of the, many attempts I've been graced with. No need to full dump on the first 15. Wait, was that 15? Really? Die. Die. Oh, we've done it. Okay. No. Oh, my heart rate has spiked. Why did I do that? I haven't even dumped my 15. Why are we doing this pattern? Not that it's dependent, but... Oops. Well, I say oops, but... I got game designed. Like... Generally, I have very few complaints about this game. But I think the random spread on abilities during this fight, that ability in particular, as well as the comets, where they don't hit directly on a tile, and they don't have a predictable damage box, hitbox. Not too cool. Whoa. Didn't count. Oh. We got 13 maybe. Like that one is so much wider than the rest. It is not the reason I died there, but oops. I think this may be incredibly true. I'm just kind of hanging out, you know? Like, it's something I want to be doing. Like this one... Oh, maybe the explosion radius is consistent. It's just that stars don't hit on tiles, which is a bit annoying. So it's just that one pattern that I dislike immensely. Oh, okay, well, sorry, please hold. I saw it, I should have just stepped up one. There's no reason for me to be standing there. Like, I want to beat the boss. I know there's an out if I should like to take it. If you're familiar with the game Rain World, we played it recently, about 100 hours of it, and it runs incredibly poorly on my computer. We're talking like 10 FPS for hour-long stretches, kind of deal. And in that game you die to unpredictable circumstances in one hit every time. Much like this boss fight. But it just kind of tanked it, you know? I could've just put the game down, but I wanted to be playing it. Didn't bother me too much. Oh! Oh, real one extra hit. Snow Prison is rating. I think my alerts are unbelievably busted at the moment. I'll have to look into fixing those. Hello, hello, welcome. Thank you very much for the raid snow. I was unrailed. I understand now. Hello, hello, Craze. It seems my alerts are altogether muted unless they're still... I knew they were broken, but the sound alert's just not playing. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna stand here and die a couple times while I collect my sanity. Hello, welcome. Thank you very much to the both of you for the raids. I hope Unrailed was good and fun and you had a great time. Hello, Snow. Hey, T. How was it? Hello. Crazy Smile. Did you guys, get the train? A lot of fun. That's good to hear. Yippee. You guys are getting a lot of mileage out of the game. It's good to hear, or good to see, I guess. Did not make it. Is there an end in Unreal 2? Can you win? I today am playing more Void Stranger. There is a final station. That's it. One day. Okay, 3:15. This is... I mean, I guess I'm a bit too late. This is big spoilers if you intend to play... Ah, shit. If you intend to play Void Stranger, avert your gaze, wipe your memory, and be on your way. Void Stranger is a fun, cute little stress-free puzzle game that I'd recommend to everyone who likes fun little stress-free puzzle games. I'm currently partaking in an optional boss fight. But it is very late game, so... And of course, even if you do want spoilers for the game but need to head out for some other reason, feel free to raid and run. Additionally, photosensitivity warning to those who are epileptic or have eyes that don't like looking at many flashing lights. This game is flashy. Well, this part is not too bad, but I will get, eventually, knock on wood, I will get back to Phase 3, which is incredibly brutal for those who would not consider themselves photosensitive even. Just a heads up. Hello, Deline. This fight is brutal. The rest of the game, manageable. This is Phase 1 of, as I've just mentioned, 3. Phase 2 doubles up on the intensity of Phase 1, and Phase 3 is something different altogether. We've gotten there twice today. We're on good pace for maybe getting there a third time within the next hour. But I kinda locked in, not gonna lie, on our last Phase 3 attempt. It was Phase 3 via Phase 2, so there was no skip that occurred. And I had a large playing field to work with. It felt pretty good. This is a free 15. My current goal is to dump 15 tiles, pick up the next 13, and wait for a phase similar to the one I just had, where I have no risk of being hit, so I can dump the last 13 for a total of 28 damage, thereby skipping the second phase of the fight, which is markedly more difficult. So I've got 13 now, I'm just gonna chill. And die. That was probably going to be very difficult to complete. The goal is just to get lucky with an easy pattern at that point of the fight. if I get an easy pattern, I can dump the full 13 without worry. That's our first 15. We stock up now. Oops. We stock up now. I've kind of messed up. Silly. Oh. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for today. I really wanted to play Superland, but it was not happening. Minimum settings were shredding my computer, so it may be one that I can play without stream running, which is not altogether a bad thing because I'd like to have a game on the go that's just like I can pick up and play in the evening without worrying about depriving the continuity from my channel, or depriving my channel of continuity, I guess. So like whatever, I guess, but I would have liked to have it video logged for myself. Yes, hello to those who are still around, sticking around, came in. I'm sorry to be rambling with like many pauses in my speech. Thinking is difficult for a guy like me under such dire circumstances. So, while I don't have anything to do today, my intentions were to just hang out. I didn't really want to play Void Stranger. Not that I'm not enjoying this now that I'm here, but I was looking for something a bit more relaxing that I could partake in. Okay, we got our 13. This is bad. Eek. Yes, as I mentioned, I would strongly recommend the game Void Stranger to any people that happen, any persons that like games that are fun and have good music and are also challenging. But I wanted to say forgiving, but I will not say forgiving. Yes, knowing that one day Sif shall fall fills me with determination. Would you like to save? We were actually just talking before you guys popped in, and by we were talking, I mean I was rambling about my patience for such things. I was saying that on the whole I would not consider myself generally, well, not that I'm impatient, but I would not say that patience is one of my defining traits. However, I'm actively proving myself wrong, and my experience with Rain World is much in line with the sentiment. I'm dead. Sip and posture check. Thank you, Yuli. I still have some coffee. Yippee. I'm just gonna suck this. Yeah. So, if you're still around despite my spoiler warning, I'll give you guys a quick rundown on the lore. Again, heavy spoilers. We are the character Gray, and we are the main character of the game, the first character we play as. We are cast into the void to begin the playthrough, and we learn through the game via memories that we are down here in search of the princess that sacrificed herself so that we may live, who we were tasked with protecting. Unlimited lives? Glad this portion of the game has unlimited lives. Yes. It is not a feature of the rest of the game. So, we've cast ourselves into the void in search of the princess who we swore to protect, who sacrificed themselves. Ah! I took my hand off the keyboard. For us. I think I had 16 on me, so I'm gonna keep one. Eventually in the playthrough we... Oh, I had 17 on me. Okay. Eventually in our playthrough as Gray, we get to the bottom of the void. We are rewarded with one option. We choose to save the soul of our beloved princess. You thought of a joke for me before the break. Yes, let's hear it then. I'm sure it will make me laugh and not at all feel emotions of pain, bitterness, melancholy, or anything of the like. We are allowed to save one soul, and we learn that the princess who we have set out to save is pregnant and having a child, and Gray chooses to save the child instead, and then we're brought with the child back to the... What is Lily's favorite color scheme? I don't know, Craze. What is Lily's favorite color scheme? Grayscale. Womp womp. Very good. Yes, this character's name is Gray, the child of the princess that we choose to save. Their name is Lily, spelled as Craze has spelt it. Short for Lilith. Not altogether much shorter, mind you. So we save the princess, we raise the princess. Gray, is no longer in the picture because at the start of... Well, after having saved the princess, we begin the second campaign of the game, playing as Lilith. We start the game in our old house, in Gray's house. We're dropped off by a taxi cab, and Lilith reads a note that confirms something off screen, and we are cast into the void. Wow, we get to travel to the bottom with not much goal in mind, but we get to the bottom, and along the way we learn through more memories that Gray has recently died to breast cancer, or because of breast cancer. So Lily gets to the bottom of the void and says, I just want my mother to know that I loved her. And the deciders of fate are like, wow, what a crazy coincidence, we'll let your mother know that. And what Lily doesn't know is that her real mother is not Gray. It's the other character, the princess. So the princess shows up, and Lilith is like, what the heck, man, this is not what I bargained for. Still have no idea how to develop enough peripheral vision to play bullet hell games? Me neither. I sure hope this is not an issue, or I sure... Me neither, Snow. So the princess pops up and Lilith is like, oh my god, my mother, it's actually Lilith who is now younger than me. Actually Lily, sorry. The princess's name is Lily, not Lilith. Yes, it's true. Just by virtue of having spent so much time on this, I'm playing the game without almost ever looking at my character itself. I just know where I am. And I'm paying attention to the attack patterns. But I'm no good, generally speaking, at bullet hell games. So we saved the princess, and after having saved the princess, well, just before having saved the princess, Lilith is like filled with despair and is about to give up. And one of the main characters, B, which is one of the lords that run the domain that we're in, the Void, B shows up and is about to eat Lilith, and then something saves Lilith. Some shadowy figure. The jury decides that Lilith can flee with Lily, her true mother, and one of the judges, whose name is Sif, is like, oh man, where's B? I gotta go save B. So we start on the third campaign of the game, Void Stranger Sif. We end up saving B and discovering more about the different Void Lords. There are, well, why do I only have 7 tiles right now? There are 8 of them or so. Goodbye, creaturing. Have a good one. Also notable for reasons that we don't care about too much at the moment, methinks. So Sif sets off to save B. We end up saving B and learning a lot about the different factions that developed amongst the Void Lords in tumultuous times. We end Sif's campaign after saving B, and we restart as Grey, optionally, where we discover more secrets and we uncover this super rod that we're using that allows us to pick up multiple tiles and allows us to access deeper sections of the game, filled with, lo and behold, more puzzles, more boss fights, more lore that we have not yet experienced. Oh my god, clutch. Thanks for stopping by. Nice to meet you, Great Tree. Hope you have a good one. Oops. And we've learned loosely that the super rod that we're wielding is called Ad's Scepter. Ad is the first Void Lord that gave birth to all of the other Void Lords. And Grey is Ad. Spoiler, we've learned from Sif's dialogue during this boss fight, there's, every time you die you get one more line, and she addresses us directly as Ad. So we have come down into the Void, and ended up protecting, we are the reason B disappeared, we were protecting Lilith from being eaten by B. So we've got some connection in there, and we are also omnipotent, I guess. We know everything that's going on down here. But we lost our memory along the way or something, and in the first place we fled the Void due to the war that broke out amongst the Lords or something like that. So we're now down here trying to put an end to... I don't know why I dumped those tiles. That was poor decision making. I did not pay attention to the bounces here, but we're fine. Do we skip phase here? Oh yeah, we do. Okay. This is phase 3. No, I ran out of space. I needed an extra tile to the left or right, I think. So that was phase 3. It is a game of hopscotch with missiles. Throughout the game of hopscotch, Sif will cast a 3x3 that damages, has a lingering hitbox, but replenishes the tile that it hits. So we get a bit of extra playing field back, at the cost of our life, evidently. The lore runs much deeper. I've given you a very limited recap. I don't know why I did that. There are lots of shenanigans with time loops that I didn't mention at all, and stuff like that. As Jerp has mentioned, the council that decides, the Void Council that decides whether or not our wishes can be granted is comprised of Sif, B, and I think Void Zero Judge is what they're called. They've got notable implications for the background lore of the game. Yeah, it's... I love games that have lore that is very deep in that way. Things you can watch like a 3-hour video on. Zero Judge. Yeah, that's the one. And this definitely has it. Lots of secrets both in-game and out-of-game to experience, uncover. That is to say, like, there are gameplay secrets alongside the lore secrets. Just fantastic game altogether. Very well put together, I think. Yeah, I've got my 13. I just gotta chill for a better pattern. What is this? This is a very bad pattern. I don't think I can do that one too well. Yeah, most certainly. And like, even I did not pick up on it myself. I didn't know enough at the time. I've certainly indulged in the multi-part lore docs that are available online. But even still, the realization or the understanding of the ways in which all the characters and such are connected in this game, it's just like, oh shit, really? It's super cool, in my opinion, which is a big draw to the game for myself. Yeah, for sure. This is bad. I could have dumped here. Oh. Yeah. I'll take the 15. Let's just do a phase 2. Spice it up a bit. Get something new. I'm just gonna stockpile as much as I can and ship during the phase proper. I've left an unfortunate gap. Oh. Okay, well, that's fine. I'll explain more in a little bit when it becomes very suddenly prevalent, let alone relevant. This game is a loose sequel to System Erasure, the game company's other game. Zero Ranger, it's called. Oops, I forgot to think. That game is a shoot 'em up game, which is like Toho, a flying bullet hell. In the most traditional sense. But that game has, despite it being a shoot 'em up, it's got lore and characters as well that we will talk about a little bit in a bit, I guess. What am I doing right now? Floundering? I think that's unimportant. Well, we've gotten to phase 3 3 times so far. We've had one solid attempt at it and 2 deaths to first missile barrage. I forgot to press the button. I guess for those who may be here that may also be avid Worms OK watchers, do you guys have any interest in watching low elo Pokemon Showdown gameplay? If you're unfamiliar with it, Pokemon Showdown is a VGC simulator, like a battle simulator. You can pick your team with moves, IVs, EVs, all the sliders, and battle in different formats, tiers. I'm not fantastic by any means, but I do have a lot of fun with it. And I will probably be playing some later. Bunch of additional connections didn't pick up on until getting load in Void Stranger and going back to watch some of these Zero Ranger. For sure. I am not completely versed in the connections. When I did my lore deep dive, the game was relatively new, and I don't think all the connections between games had been fully fleshed out, like fully made by the community. So I know of some of the mostly symbolism connections, as well as like main character spoilers connections. Sorry. What do we get? Okay, this can be fine. This is not fine, I die here. Oh, I live? Oh, so free. Okay, good luck. Oh, so stupid. I did not need to die there. Or not main, well, not necessarily main character connections, but we're about to encounter something relevant to the connected plotline. Oh, in fact, for those of you who have been watching all of the Void Stranger gameplay that I've done, we got to an ending with the large carcass. We walked onto our HUD, we walked out into a series of blank screens, we followed a noise that was increasing in intensity. We got to a giant egg, and we kicked it a couple times. That triggered a game over cutscene. The lore that we got from that is that there was a research facility. What do I even do here, man? I just hang out, I guess. I can't explain it all, I'm sorry. I'm not only not fully qualified, but also not fully capable of processing coherent thought. What I'm trying to say is it's all connected, man. Oh, I forgot to turn my overlay off as well. I prefer to have the clean gameplay for Void Stranger. Whatever. And altogether, a fantastic price for the amount of content that the game offers. If you're like me and you like to calculate the dollar per hour that you'll be spending on a new game, definitely worth the investment. And by investment, I mean it's like 15 Canadian dollars, so it's like, what is that, $2 US or something? Definitely worth picking up, if only to experience the start of the game's puzzles. How many tiles do I have? 12, 13, 14. I could have just stepped down. Ah! Now, I've mentioned a couple times today, probably like 50,000 times over the course of my Void Stranger plays. This boss fight is completely optional. While it is a roadblock, for my current playthrough, I am opting to fight it. I can slam instead of 28 tiles to get to phase 3 of the main boss. I can hit the right-hand goblin with one single tile to complete the boss fight. That is the... That is possible. You're allowed to do that. Some research facility where a Dr. Lilly was inspecting a black box that was unearthed from the wreckage. Yes, from some wreckage. Facility was invaded by soldiers. Yes, because the government did not want her investigating. This again is the summary of that cutscene that I was unable to fully recollect. In the middle of the confrontation, facility is attacked by something entirely different that the players might recognize. Yes, the facility is attacked by the onion heads. The wreckage that the wreckage that exists was the crashing of the Primeval Fighter, which was the final boss of their previous game. And it's got... I don't fully understand the connection in the time jumping, but essentially the Void in this game is just a research facility like 20,000 years later or something. We learn when we get to the deep part of the research facility that we start doing like the real endgame stuff in, that we're told by a lore rock that the walls in the facility are very intricate, and all of the walls were once like that, despite them looking like cavern walls. Because those that had been cast down into the void, growing increasingly desperate, were clawing away at the walls, and they had since eroded from their intricate design. Which, when I read that rock for the first time, I was like, damn, that's so cool. Don't spoil. Yeah, no sweat. As you will, really. We're in deep enough that everything's going to come out sooner or later. Like, everything is kind of set up at this point, or laid out. With the exception of the true motives of some of the Void Lords, I guess, if we can spare that. Something else to do with the carcass, have I seen it? I think I had 17, so that... oh. Something else to do with the carcass. I know there's a big chicken that chases you around. I've seen that before. I know when you're playing as... Sif, you are led by the Shadow of Ad. I know there are the Minuja that are present out there, the little silverfish looking ones. Oh, why am I down here? Wrong pattern. Oops. I don't think I have done anything else with the carcass. Or I don't think I even know anything else about the carcass. It is perhaps a parallel or something to the White Void. Though I don't know truly what that is meant to do. Encountering a Sif has a particular cutscene. We did go as Sif, but I don't remember anything special about it. Whoops. I may not have seen this before. We went to Sif and decided that we could not interact with it, so we came back as Grey to get the... I must not have interacted with it properly. It must have been before I uncovered in-game the method of interaction, if I were to guess. And then I learned, and then I came back as Sif or Lily. Okay, I'll put that on the to-do list. Wait, why am I at this amount of tiles? Ah. I could have done some math to solve this, but whatever. It'll just laser phase, I guess. Okay, we should only need 4 or 5 to chip here. Oh, fuck. Okay, we'll go for maybe one more phase 3 attempt today. We'll be back, certainly. I have acquired every brand, yes. Something in what you believe to be the chronologically last available brand that you haven't. Thinking about what you might mean by chronologically last available brand, I should think it's Sif's, right? Well, it must be the one we're in right now, right? Chronologically last available. Humanly possible to get IRL. Okay, yeah, this one then, right? You need the super road to be able to get into this. Unless you mean... you don't mean this one. Do you mean the ARG. Full credits to true ending. Oh gee, I don't. Full credits to true ending. I will attempt to explain the extent of my. I have not done anything with the EX levels. I am aware of them. They were not discovered when I beat the game. They were added in update 1.1, as far as I'm aware, or from what I remembered from having looked it up a couple weeks ago. And I played on 1.0. They did not exist then, I guess. I have looked at the developer room and unlocked Sif's Trial, but I did not play Sif's Trial at all. Other things I have not done are score runs. I have not collected all the fruits. What else? Spend time trying to figure out how to acquire that brand on your own. How to receive some hints to figure out the method for discovering the gotta do one more round chapter. Yes, that's right. I believe you mentioned that was your next goal last time we spoke of it. I haven't done Sif's Trial nor your how to unlock it. Gotcha. That is one I think I will never do. Unlock it, that is. Seems like too much work. That was stupid. Expressing UFO. Woodworking. Very cool. Oh, not a toss. Leverless controller. Hitbox. And separately an arcade stick. Very cool. Do you play fighting games? Or is it just for like an arcade cabinet deal? To be fair, that'd be very cool with UFO 50. Ow. You know, I do not have a full host of woodworking tools, but I do have a modest quantity. For some reason there is a round saw, a table saw in my garage. Wait. Oh, I cannot remember. It is not a table saw, right? Table saw has the saw built into the table. I'm trying to remember the name of tools. It is the one where the blade is on an arm that you press down. A little bit, not good at them, and basically resolved just making it levels via custom layout before playing. Very cool. That was quite the barrier to entry. They always talk about how fighting games have insane like skill floors. But having to be capable of making your own controller, now that's a step further. Could be a miter saw. I do not remember. I don't think I had one in the wood shop that we had at high school. I'm dead. Hello, American person, not Russian spy. Very cool, smashing yo mama. I'm glad. Hello, American Twitch viewer. I've got one of those in the garage. And I do enjoy... Well, I much enjoyed taking woodshop in high school. I should think of a project that... And then I've got a host of hand tools, like power tools. I think at least a sander and a jigsaw. Which, you know, like a round saw and a jigsaw, that's gotta be enough to do like anything I could possibly want, right? I previously bought a pre-made wooden leverless controller box for a woodworker and then sanded, stained, finished it yourself, but they closed their business, haven't you? What does leverless entail? I'm not familiar. Put in the PCB and buttons to the wiring yourself. Ah, very cool. Design your own button. Ow. Arcade stick with no stick. Oh, okay. Understood. Ouch. I'm losing my edge. I'm no longer locked in, I've decided. Yeah, gotcha. Oops. Okay, that's hour 15. I should have just waited a second. I am ill prepared. So a few days ago I only owed a jigsaw, so I barely made some half-decent boxes cutting straight lines. Yeah, imaginably. I bought a circular saw. Very cool. Made some small furniture yourself in an apprentice type situation. Good luck with working, but never pursued it. That was a 16th tile. Why did I do that? Okay, full phase 2 incoming. I think 10 should be sufficient. Whatever. Yes, I took woodshop in high school. I've made things like shelves, chairs, I don't even remember what I made. Definitely designed and constructed a shelf. Made a Muskoka chair from template, which is like a deck chair. I know Muskoka chair is a Canadian term, I think, or so I've heard. Man, what else did we do? We did like wall framing as a unit, with some electrical work. Lots of fun. I should like to do more of that.
Ah.
Series of boxes. Tissue box. Stuff to go with faces and mouth cuts. It's very cute. Yeah, it is nice to, like, the sense that you get from fabricating something entirely is pretty good. Ah, why? Picture frames. Seems like you could do that with circuits, so potentially set them on. Yeah, sure. Well, potentially. Strong potential. I'm not familiar with lumber costs, but I can't imagine it being too cheap. Ah! I didn't mean to do it. Please. Okay, I gotta go, decidedly. My fingers are stiff, my eyes are weary, my legs are old and grey. Ugh. Ay, ay, ay. Feels good to be back. Ah. What are we up to on similar channels? Bopple Battle? Oh, if you guys are not familiar but do like video games and are enamored by those who are able to play video games quickly, Games Done Quick. It's a speedrunning charity marathon that happens twice a year. It is currently running. The awesome Games Done Quick marathon is the winter iteration of the event. On a Dremel tool, could possibly leverage that. Who's ever writing bits I could answer? Oh, that would be very cool. Useful tool, for sure. No, I've quit out of the game. I'm not looking at anything. Did Shadow Generations? I have not looked at the entire schedule. I've just been tuning in. If I have Twitch open and there is a game that interests me. At the moment, they're doing Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I don't know what the category is because the font is too small in the preview. Yeah, we've been going for 2 and a bit hours today. My previous sessions have been up to 5 hours in duration. But I've not been doing much keyboard work for the past month or so. So my hands are not abused to the point of normalcy. So need to give them a break. My knuckles are getting stiff. UFO 50's Mooncat has your attention. I wish you the best of luck if you choose to pursue it. I love the the prospect of speedrunning something. I would love to speedrun Tunic, but there are other things I'd rather be doing, you know? Like, instead of dumping time to learn the speedrun, I'd rather just play a new game, I think, at the moment. That's how I'm feeling. Yeah. Looks like Leon's listening to some records. What is Code Pathos Epoch Toaster up to? Playing the Library of Arena on a Be Right Back screen. I do not know this game very well. Library of Arena. It is a deck building turn based role playing game. Okay. I've looked at the Steam page before, evidently. Messenger, probably. I check out Jaded. I added the game to my library. Under an hour, less than 30 minutes, hopefully. Hmm. This is an interesting collection. I need to. Seems like I just need to play more games. That's what I gotta do. I've spent so many thousands of hours in games that I'm comfortable with. Only recently have I started branching out. I love watching games. I've watched all sorts of everything, but I just don't do too much on my own. I've gotta make a decision here. Um, yeah, I looked at the trailer on the Steam page for Jaded. It looks cool. It looks cool. it looks like fun platforming. Reminded me a bit of Katana Zero, but a bit more platforming oriented. Um, which in turn reminded me of a game whose name escapes me. We'll definitely end up playing it at some point, but as a result of the holiday season, I've found myself with um, a good handful of games that I've got to get around to. So I'm hoping soon enough we'll be able to. No, Mac, unfortunately. Hoping soon enough we'll be able to defeat this monstrosity that stands before me in the freeze framed effigy here on screen. So that I can move on to bigger and better things. But I should like to defeat it and wrap up Void Stranger before moving on. But that'll do for today. I'm going to. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna raid Code Pathos, the Epoch Toaster. Let me know. Typo. If for nothing else, join the raid just to check out their branding on the channel. Epoch Toaster is one hell of a persona to pick up. Yeah, thank you again, Craze and Snow, for the raids. Very kind of you both. Glad you guys had fun. I'll be live again at some indeterminate point in time. Yep. Have a good one. I'll be around. Good to see you all. Thanks for the discussion points. Is that all? That's all I got. Yep. Goodbye now.